Hello, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Slightly Burnt Toast. I like that we're fixing our posture.
Yeah, don't want to look like shit on the cam, you know.
You always look hot on camera, though.
Really? I definitely slouch.
I slouch too.
Yeah, so we could be better on that front.
I mean, it is hard because we're like literally filming on the floor. So it's not like we have a chair to lean back on to help with our posture anyway, though.
Sounds like an excuse to me.
It totally is an excuse. We should be better. We have no excuse.
Honestly, we sit too much for work, so that's one of the main reasons why.
We do, yeah. But we do have standing desks. So we don't use it enough, though.
Yeah, that's true. I think we should upgrade it to maybe those electrical ones that make it easier. Because one of the barriers for me is every time I try and wind it up, because it's a manual one, it like shakes the screen so much that I'm scared it's just going to fall apart.
That sounds like an excuse. Like you're just lazy.
No, like it shakes the table so much. And the last time I had to I don't know if you remember, there was a day where I took everything off the desk and flipped it to tighten the bolts because it slowly gets looser every time I go.
Was it just like shaking? Like, yeah, oh my God,
no,
there's an earthquake.
Already there was like 2 centimeters of lift on the thing. It was like,
oh my God, that's actually so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should invest in like some proper standing desks. You know, they have those walking mats too that I always thought were really cool.
I have one.
No, the walking mats. That are
you're talking about the treadmill.
Yeah,
that's not a mat.
Well, people call it a walking mat on Amazon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was going to say mini treadmill, but it actually is called a walking mat.
Interesting. I question their choice of words, but, that's a topic for another time.
I don't know if you noticed, but I went on TikTok Live for the first time this morning. It was a very exciting experience.
Is this their entryway to OnlyFans? Is this how it begins?
No. How is TikTok Live equivalent to OnlyFans?
I don't know. Some girls, I've read online that some girls definitely promote on TikTok.
Oh, like mattress actresses?
Huh?
Well, they call themselves mattress actresses on TikTok.
Oh, fuck. That's so funny. And also, like, very much on point.
Yeah, that's what they call themselves. But there's quite a bit of them. Like, good for them. Power to them, though.
I mean, yeah, that whole like sex industry is huge, right?
I suppose so. But that aside, it was a very exciting experience because I had never gone live on a social platform before. And it was the first time in a really long time that I had to do something live. And I just did like a get ready with me. And I was actually surprised that there were 200 people watching my live. So that was cool.
That's interesting. 200 is quite a bit. I didn't even know that many people would be on at the same time like that.
I know. It's definitely not my audience. Like my audience as in like my current subset of followers on TikTok. It was just, I guess they'll just push it to whoever is available or who fit kind of the demographic of my audience.
Interesting. So like a random person just clicks on it and like...
They were all random people.
Weird.
So I got like a few follows from it, but it was an interesting experience.
Is this how we collect creeps, like you collect Pokemon?
Oh, I hope not. It actually shows you the demographic of people who are tuning in. A lot of them were women, which is nice. I like that.
Women can also be creeps. I don't know what your argument is here.
The likelihood that a woman watching my live about me doing makeup and talking about the summer I turned pretty is a bit lower than male creeps, just putting it out there. I see.
Yeah. Bias. I wouldn't know. I don't put myself out there.
Well, technically you are. It's so funny. Elbert goes like, I am not on social media, but literally a lot of people who meet you for the first time, they're like, oh my God, I always see you online.
Yeah, because I'm always on your social media. I need to get like a little bucket hat or something to hide my face so that no one knows. I mean, obviously people already know, but like in the future, if I put a mask on.
Well, for the longest time, he's been saying he wanted to wear a giant mask for this podcast. Like, like Marshmallow? Like a giant
or like
head.
Deadmau5. Which, how do we know Marshmallow isn't Deadmau5 with a different mask on?
Oh my God. I mixed up Marshmallow and Deadmau5. But yes, they're both two different
And they both wear a mask, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
What if they're ugly underneath? Actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure we could Google how they look like
Deadmau5's not ugly. He looks like a pretty normal dude.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, normal doesn't equal not ugly, but okay. Who am I to say anything?
Yeah.
They're super famous and making it.
yeah, they're rich and very talented musicians.
And very talented, yes. No, I do like Deadmau5 and Marshmallow.
But yeah, crazy. Entertainment is a weird, sticky topic nowadays, with all the inflation going up. Do you spend money on entertainment or not?
Yeah. Well, speaking of entertainment, Elbert literally just bought one of those gaming wheels.
Oh, so fun.
Yeah, it is really fun. Like, we watched the F1 movie, and literally after that, we're like, we want to be F1 racers. And then a few days after, F1 racing. A few days later, we went to Best Buy and bought the wheel and like the stand to like have the entire setup. So now we can play racing games.
Yeah, which is pretty fun. We're both like really bad at it.
You are humble. You are very good. Albert's very naturally good at video games. I'm horrible.
I think I'm just more patient in trying out what works and what doesn't, whereas you just floor the gas around every single turn.
Yeah, I'm very impatient.
So naturally.
I also get, for someone who's not very good at video games, I get very upset when I lose.
Yeah, you do actually. Yeah, you get super stressed out when you're not winning. And then you throw a temper tantrum and then you quit.
That's so true. I don't know what it is. It's card games, video games, any sort of game. And it's not like I'm very good at it, you know, like I'm really bad. And I just have this weird competitive spirit for something that I'm really bad in. So I played that racing game probably 3 times. And yeah, I lost all 3 times.
Help me.
What?
Help me.
And then Albert over here was driving manual with the wheel and he won first place a gazillion times. It's not fair.
I'm pretty sure I have the setting on like easy or something right now too. So I didn't realize. I mean, we've had this game for a while, which is Forza Horizon 3. And I didn't realize I was like digging through the difficulty setting to make it easier for Sam because all the racers were kicking her ass and these are all like computers. And basically there's like super professional, like realistic settings where depending on the damages and the tire wear, like everything in the car changes. And I was like, I'm probably never going to get there, but like, you know, pretty cool.
You probably would get there if you really wanted to and you played enough times.
Yeah, I mean, I have a job and other things I also want to do, so this is not like my life.
I know. We got the setup because Albert wanted to, like, he de-stresses when he games. I am the opposite. I get really stressed out when I game.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, I told you this. You know.
Yeah,
this.
I mean, I know this. I don't know why I said interesting, but like,
the F1 movie was really good though. Like, we were watching it at a VIP theater, and they had those seats where it's not a D box. I don't think that's the ticket that we got, but it was shaking as well. So it kind of had that experience of us moving with the car. It's probably the bass, maybe.
Yeah, it was the bass. So the seat wasn't shaking at all.
Yeah, but it felt like I was moving.
Yeah, I think that's just like the sound system in the theater was really good, that it gave that sort of experience, I suppose. But yeah, F1 was a good pick though, because I think before we decided to go watch that one, their obvious competitor was Fantastic Four.
Oh yes, yeah,
but
we didn't watch that yet.
Like, why did we decide F1 instead of that one?
I think it was the time of the movie, and I think I don't know, like, you had wanted to watch the F1 movie for quite some time, and I saw some really good reviews online. And I was pretty like, I'm okay with watching whatever. Fantastic Four was another Marvel movie, and I'm a huge fan of Marvel, but I think we were both kind of superheroed out.
Yeah,
when we decided.
I think we were a little bit tired of it. I think the other thing too is we were wondering whether your siblings would want to watch it, and so we kind of put it off in case they wanted to go all together, which rarely happens because you guys are very slow at making decisions. I don't really mind at this point, but I think the tiredness of superheroes is definitely a factor.
I feel like you feel it a lot more than I do in terms of the superhero fatigue, but it could also be Marvel's fault, because I remember the peak of Marvel cinema for me as someone who loves Marvel was Endgame, like Avengers Endgame. That was the last one, right?
I mean, there's been a few like trickled in here and there trying to connect it, but Endgame was definitely the big finale of
that's the one where he
phase 1.
Died, right? Iron Man?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's the right one. And this isn't a spoiler alert, because if you haven't watched Endgame,
you're living under a rock. It's been out for such a long time.
Yeah, it's been out for years. But that was peak superhero Marvel cinema for me as a huge fangirl. And then they had all these other series popping up on Disney Plus, and I think it was just too much of it.
Yeah, it was too much too fast. There's just too much content too, and I think this is a problem of like Prime Video, Hulu, Disney Plus, like Netflix. Obviously, I think the convenience is amazing, and like, but the content is just like too available for us. So then I don't know. I felt slightly removed and didn't feel the excitement in watching it after a certain point. I do admit, though, that some of the Marvel TV shows were good.
I loved WandaVision.
Yeah, WandaVision, Moon Knight were really good. Yeah. There's a few where it's like, but, it's like that with every movie or like TV show, I suppose.
Like Loki was also very good.
It was
at the latter seasons.
Yeah, it was an interesting TV show. But the whole timeline thing was...
I know. I'm getting kind of confused with all the timelines now, too, because they can bring anyone back, basically. And then they announced that the next big bad guy, Mr. Doom, Dr. Doom, is going to be...
is Tony Stark now.
Tony Stark. And I was like, well, why?
Which I think follows the comic from what I've read.
Oh, does it?
Is that Dr. Doom is just a variant of Tony Stark or something like that. Please don't lynch me, any Marvel Super Dead fans. Not Super Dead.
Super Dead fans?
Super fans.
Super Dead. Super Dead.
Stay alive. But yeah, I have read that. And I feel like Fantastic Four is supposed to be the phase 2 part where they had to continue that. The unfortunate thing, though, was that they had to switch the big baddie for phase 2, right?
Oh, yeah, because of all the... Well, it's not controversy. He did something bad.
Yeah.
So if you want to be... Actually, just be a good person. Huh? I mean, there's no one else he can blame but himself.
I mean, he was a great actor, though, and the character that they were building him up to play was... I think a lot of people were excited for it.
Yeah, But again, it's one of those things. Just be a good person. He just ruined his career on his own. So
I'm sure he'll be back.
You think he'll be back?
It's not like... he slapped somebody on stage at the Emmys or something. Oscars. I can't remember,
No, he did something much worse, and he...
it was like just abuse or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't read too much into it.
Okay. But I don't know. He's been super silent, obviously. But anyway. So, yeah, we ended up watching Fantastic Four. No,
F1.
We did not watch... Yeah. Fantastic Four. We ended up watching F1, and that was a really good movie because I think we were having this conversation in a prior episode too. But it's just nice to get original stories.
Yeah, stuff that is not. Okay, so to roll it back a little bit, the last 10 to 15 years has just been dominated by Marvel.
Yeah.
Right, like Marvel has been the keystone of like every cinematic movie coming out for such a long time that it was the only thing that you would ever really think about when you want to go and watch the next movie. Mm-hmm. And so I think obviously, as Hollywood goes, you want to chase the money and like what's gonna sell.
Yeah.
And that naturally kind of pushed some of the other projects to the back burner. I think there were still like really cool movies that came out. Like Moana was obviously very successful. Moana was very successful.
Wait, like the cartoon or?
Yeah, the original.
Oh, yeah, the animation.
I think Moana 2 was also very successful from what I've heard. But I think a lot of others weren't finding as much success in this era. And now I'm starting to see a trend towards like, maybe we're going to go back to more original films, new writing and all that.
And I like that because I feel so inspired because it's not just the same cookie cutter type of experience. And so far the movies that I can think of right off the bat is Barbie was an original movie.
Yeah, that was good.
Great script, great directing. And then more recently, F1 and Sinners.
Oh, yeah, so Sinners is really good, yeah. That was a very interesting take on a kind of comedy-ish horror movie, right?
Yeah, it was comedy horror. And I remember we had went to watch it as part of a media sitting. And the genre is horror. And I know Albert was so like... I don't want to watch it because he doesn't like horror movies. But it was more comedy and action than anything.
Yeah. I mean, I would watch horror movies, but I don't actively go seek them out.
Yeah, I just seek them out for you. Yeah.
But Sinner was a nice surprise. Yeah. But stuff like Final Destination, I was like, I hate that shit.
Oh my God, you guys. Okay, so there was... I love horror movies. I think it's just entertaining, and I like it for a couple of reasons. One, because of the social aspect of it. It's just really fun to watch people who don't like to watch horror movies watch it. It's just very fun to me as a viewer. But sadistic. I also enjoy... Did you just sadistic?
Yeah.
It's not sadistic. It's a social activity. And secondly, it's just very exciting and entertaining. But yeah, I tricked him into going to watch Final Destination with me, and he was very, very, very upset. And I got a little bit scared.
I wasn't like very upset. It was just like,
you looked you looked upset, but I guess you weren't like mad or anything.
No, I was just like, oh, I'm gonna have to sit here and watch somebody's head explode.
Yeah.
In like the most gruesome way you can think of.
Yeah.
Just like Saw.
Oh, Saw. Well, it's a different. Like Saw is violent though.
Yeah.
Right. Whereas Final Destination is violent, but it's not someone doing something violent to you. You know, it's not like torture. It's just really quick, fast deaths.
Some of those were not fast or quick.
Oh, they were
at
slow.
all.
Oh yeah, I guess the girl who was smushed to get to death in that.
Yeah, and the other dude that got pulled into the MRI got folded in half. We probably don't need to talk about this. The movie only came out earlier this year, so yeah, let's not go.
It's going on Prime. But anyway, if you like the horror genre, that was actually quite fun to watch.
Yeah, but there were some movies that came out in the past year, and maybe the past 2 years, where it's been a super miss, like on certain fronts, right?
Oh, like which one?
Lilo and Stitch, I've heard is one. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either, and I love Lilo and Stitch, and I remember being so excited to go watch it in the movie theaters until I saw the reviews, and I guess I don't know. This is my thing with Disney remakes. Let me just proceed with caution here.
Do it so we get canceled by Disney.
Disney remakes, particularly Lilo and Stitch, when there is such a strong audience who have watched it when they were children or watch it with their children, they have an emotional connection to like the characters and the animation. When you do a live action, like the casting was great, but I didn't watch it myself, but I did hear that they changed quite a few important plot lines of the entire storyline and what certain characters are in the live action, which has caused a lot of people being very upset, because when you have such a like wholesome, nostalgic movie, like you would hope that they would stay with the storyline and like not mess it up, you know?
Yeah, one second. I'm gonna look up when Lilo and Stitch actually came out, like the original.
The original? It just brings me back because I was a kid at that time and I would play one video game. Only one video game. I don't play video games. I never was into the Game Boy, etc. when I was growing up, but I would play the Lilo and Stitch computer game, and it's so fun. And so like I was really excited to watch it, and now I'm not so much.
Yeah. I mean, I understand the old fans having problems with it, and I probably like I would have some feelings about that too. But I think there's been some, like Snow White was one, Little Mermaid was another, where they've had a lot of criticism from like the general public about, you know, quote unquote, people saying, oh, Disney's going too woke because they're making the actors or actresses very different.
The casting of the characters.
Right? Like, which, you know, I get it to a certain extent why they might be upset, maybe based on what you're describing is the original is not supposed to be like that, and so you expect some sort of parody. But, you know, my toasty take, right, and on this episode would be, maybe it's not for you.
Fair.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you have to realize that Snow White was from the 1990s. Maybe even earlier, I actually don't know. Lilo and Stitch, I just looked it up, was 2002. And so maybe they're not looking for the 35-year-olds to give their opinions on
what
this.
What do you mean they don't want the 30-year-olds to give them? I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, for people that are super critical of these movies and the remakes, you know, I think they have the nostalgia of having seen the original.
Yeah.
And so when they take their little 8-year-old girl to go see it, who has seen it for the very first time ever, you know, this is their experience of Snow White in their lifetime.
Yeah.
They might think it's amazing.
Yeah.
But then you have their mom and dad right next to you who's an old motherfucker, you know, kind of like, dude, you're not meant for these movies. That's for the little kids. Saying, oh, that's not what it was like in the original. It's like, maybe you need to take a step back and just say, oh my God, maybe Disney's moving on from my generation.
You know what this reminds me of? And this is totally off tangent. It's not even a movie. It's like when you go to a Backstreet Boys concert, and I've been to a Backstreet Boys concert 3 times, mainly because of the nostalgia, because I grew up with their music.
Yeah.
And they're all older women. Just screaming. And like the moves that Backstreet Boys does, like we always make fun of them because I've watched it 3 different times when they've been here in Vancouver, and
right?
their set is exactly the same. Maybe they jig around like the order of the songs, but their moves are the same. It's hilarious. But yeah, you're totally right that it is the nostalgia that the older generation. I hate that we're lumped into the older generation.
I mean, every generation needs to realize that they're gonna get old.
Exactly. Like Gen Alpha thinks that Gen Z is old, and they think we're dead. Do you know that? Gen Alpha thinks that we're dead.
What?
They're like, oh, those people who lived in the 1990s or were born in that time period, they're all dead now.
2000s,
yeah. They're like gone. they're old. And I'm like, what do you mean, bro? I'm 30.
Maybe it's a slang. When they say that they're dead, it's kind of like their time is come and gone.
Okay.
Maybe we're relics, right?
But you know what the icky thing is that like really irks me is that now a lot of the fashion staples or things from the 90s and when we grew up were a thing are coming back in style.
Right.
Like bell-bottom jeans, record players, what's that thing? The Walkman, CDs, burning your CDs.
Yeah. As long as floppy disks don't come back, I'm nostalgic for that shit, but we don't need that shit.
We don't need floppy disks. Yeah. But like, that's exactly what I mean. They're coming back in style, like Juicy Couture suits, so ugly, but they were really in the 90s, really. It's coming back now. The new generation's like, yeah, it's our time.
We love this fucking 1800s
I'm like, bro,
style.
I grew up with this as my option. Like, my one option. Like, shut up.
It's just the same thing, right? Like, things cycle through.
Yeah.
And eventually we end up right where we are.
It's just annoying because they think we're dead.
Whatever. We have money, they don't.
But what was I saying? No, you're totally right when you say that it's the nostalgia that the older generation holds on to. Because my favorite Disney princess was the Little Mermaid. And I would be completely lying if I wasn't a little tiny bit like, that she wasn't a redhead. Because, like, I love that character.
Yeah, but, like, to a certain extent, it's kind of like, if you were a little girl and that was your first time seeing it, and you just totally stripped out any expectations of, oh, is she a redhead? Or, like, is she an octopus? What is she? Like, a fucking dolphin? Like, who knows? And that was their first experience. I think as parents and as like the older generation, we kind of need to look at it and say, it's not for me. And so does the next generation like it?
Totally.
And I think that's a mindset of like not being so self-centered, right? Like we want to pass the torch on and like do what they like. But obviously that's not the easiest thing to do.
That's a really mature thought, actually. And I do agree. I think, like after having that initial like, oh, I wish she was a redhead, you just get over it, right? You get over it like a normal person would get over it.
Yeah. But like you don't make it your identity.
No, right? But there are people who were so upset that she was a black woman or like Caribbean, I don't know, but she wasn't white with like red hair, right? Like she was really upset, even though
that's weird.
It's weird because the actress was so incredibly talented. She killed in that role. She sung all the songs. Right?
Wasn't singing a big part of like why they cast her? Was that like she could actually sing?
Yeah, she was a great singer. I think she does Broadway and stuff too. So like, it's okay to have that. I think immediate nostalgic like disappointment, I guess. But then you get over it. It's the people who don't get over it that's a little bit weird.
Yeah, and also, why are we assuming all mermaids are white?
Exactly,
yeah.
Like,
you think the ocean's like any different from our planet?
Yeah, you think Mulan's the only Asian?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a species of mermaids that are so deep underwater that they fucking glow.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Well, technically, mermaids are supposed to be sirens, and sirens are monsters, right? They look pretty, and then they eat you, so it's very different.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and so we eat them, sashimi.
Sashimi,
is it cannibalism if we eat a mermaid, or is that just another mish?
Yeah,
mish
fish.
Meal
fish, mish. Yeah. But that's so mature. That take. It's very true. It's
trying.
True. It's true though, because it's not made for us. Like even when you look at Marvel movies now,
They're not for us. Yeah,
a lot of the superheroes are kids, and I'm just trying to think back to when I first watched the first Iron Man.
Oh, fuck. That was so good, that experience.
Right?
We will never relive that again.
No, the first Iron Man movie was the best experience of my life. Like, you can't beat that. But he wasn't a kid, though. We were kids, but he was an adult.
No, but it was our generation, right? Like, Harry Potter was also our generation. And so the next TV show, putting aside all the controversy with J.K. Rowling going all crazy over some shit that really doesn't affect her.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I'm hearing some stuff. Oh, they cast so-and-so as like so-and-so in Harry Potter. And it's just like,
get over it.
It's not for you, like the next generation's going to watch this and it's going to be their moment.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what are you? It's been like 20 years since the first Harry Potter movie came out.
Yeah.
Fucking move on, bro.
Yeah, move on. Yeah, you're totally right. It's meant for the new generation in a different time. Because when we were growing up, it was very white, very racist. There was not a lot of diversity on screen, right? And women were in very certain like roles in their character.
Yeah.
So yeah, like some people are like, oh, why is Snow White fighting bad guys with a sword? Well, like that's progress, and like that needs to be translated.
They wanted
on what
equality, Equality means women have to fight too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another movie that people always get is the term knickers about. I don't know, like they get tied in a knot over is.
They just get upset.
Yeah, just Barbie. Actually, I don't know why people get so upset about Barbie, because I went in watching it as just it's just like a movie, like a funny movie. I thought it was hilarious.
I loved Barbie. Ryan Gosling.
But then there's some people that are like, oh, it's all woke and like they're trying to turn us gay. It's like nobody's trying to turn you gay, dude.
That's the thing that just. It's that line that always gets me. They're trying to turn us gay. Well, sir.
If you're already questioning it, then you need to explore those feelings.
Can't turn you gay, but okay. Like, you have some issues that you need to get over. But I loved Barbie.
Like, arguably, nothing against like gay people or the LGBTQ community, but for people that are upset over those topics, if watching Barbie made you turn gay, it's probably likely that you were already gay and you should just accept it and move on.
Yeah. I loved Barbie. I thought it was a great movie.
Yeah.
So funny.
The Ken song.
The Ken song. Ken. Ryan Gosling's like probably my favorite
he's
like
so
actor.
Funny.
He's so funny. Like, okay, you guys haven't watched the SNL skits. You have to. It will be life-changing. Because I'm just so impressed that they actually carried through with that storyline years later. Because it was the Avatar and Papyrus font skit that Ryan Gosling was in. They did it during the first Avatar, and they did it again, like a sequel when the second Avatar was out.
I wonder if they'll do another one for Avatar 3 and 4.
Oh my god, I wish.
Coming out,
like,
right?
What else could they do? Bold it, like extra bold?
Italics. Underline.
Oh my god, I'm dead. So good.
Yeah.
But what is your favorite movie?
I think if I had to think back, like a movie that I really enjoyed as a kid and I still like come back to watching it every once in a while with my friends would be the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Yeah.
Right? Because, I mean, just such a nice balance of adventure and friendship and like difficulties that they overcome together with tiny little people. Holy shit. Amazing. It's just nostalgic because I remember as a kid we would pretend we're like those good guys and play in the field and stuff like that, watch a movie. And when those 3 movies came out, it was supposed to be a cinematic masterpiece at the time, right? Like people really enjoyed it. And I think nowadays I watch it, and obviously because you can't chase that feeling of having seen it for the first time anymore, I still watch it, but sometimes I'll just pass out, right? It's a long ass movie. But my friends and I, we still talk about, let's meet up and watch the next one. Yeah. And we'll just get some beers and pizza. And we'll, an hour in, we'll all fucking pass out.
It's just soothing.
Yeah. Because, this is a soundtrack and they're running through the fields forever.
Yeah. Oh, God. I could never get into Lord of the Rings, but I do understand that nostalgic appeal. There's something that's very... soothing about it. I guess for me, we just watched Camp Rock the other day because the Jonas Brothers are coming and they're doing their tour, and there was this video circulating online where they brought out Demi Lovato and they were singing the song from Camp Rock, and they're doing a Camp Rock 3, which is insane to me. But Elbert said he had never watched Camp Rock, and I'm like, oh my god, we have to.
I don't think I missed much, to be honest, but
what?
I don't think I missed a lot.
Okay, if I'm being completely honest, I feel like the whole High School Musical trilogy, Camp Rock, Wizards of Waverly Place, their main demographic were young girls. Like, I don't think the guys really were that much into it. Like, when I was growing up, it's definitely like a girls' TV show. Like, we were obsessed with it. But we had to watch it. Come on, we had to watch it. But, like...
I mean, good thing for you. Nostalgia Factor Camp Rock 3 comes out.
But then you're right.
Now you just need to, like... Wait, what?
You're right, because it's not going to be made for me.
No, it's not going to be. Yeah. It'll be like some AI digital, like, EDM shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like,
what do they listen to now?
Like Demi's character and Joe Jonas's character probably bring their kids to Camp Rock. Oh, my God. I can't.
I mean, like, the great musicians of even the generation before us, now we're starting to see them pass.
Yeah.
Right? Like Ozzy Osbourne, God bless, you know.
Yeah.
But he was obviously a very big figure in the music scene.
Yeah.
He's gone, and now we're seeing, well, I mean, we've seen like a bunch of others die over the years, so we're gonna start to see that like shift phase. Next one is gonna be our music generation, and like the artists that were big, obviously older than us, that's gonna go.
Oh, that's so sad.
Soon it'll be us.
Stop. But anyway, they're making Devil Wears Prada 2 with the same original cast, and I'm like so excited. And then Freakier Fridays in movies now. Well, I'm also so we have to watch it though. I loved Freaky Friday.
Yeah. So all these cool new movies that are coming out. Sorry, not that new, slightly remakes.
Yeah.
But you can now watch it. Drum roll, please. On Netflix with ads.
With ads. There's ads?
Oh, like
on Netflix?
If you're poor.
Oh, do we not have the ad?
No,
one?
I pay extra for it.
That's BS. It's basically cable.
Yeah, basically cable. So, like, you know, all these trends are going in cycles. So is Netflix.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Because weren't they trying to provide a service where you didn't have to sit through ads? Wasn't that the reason why streaming services exist?
Yeah. I mean, that was the premise of how it started. Right?
Yeah.
Is, you know, oh, no one wants to watch ads for like, I mean, okay, I remember back in the day, you would watch a movie that's on TV and it'd be like an hour and a half movie, but it would take you 4 hours to finish it because of all the ad breaks.
Yeah.
Right. So, obviously it's not that bad, but I think the streaming companies are definitely moving in that direction.
Well, it's probably because nobody watches cable anymore, and so everybody's on streaming services.
There's like an opportunity for money, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's an unfortunate reality of business where money is really the driving factor for a lot of decisions, which is why you see companies say, oh, I care about XYZ, when it's beneficial for them to say that they care about XYZ. But then like 2 years later, they'll be like, you know, remember when I said no ads? Turns out we can get a lot more money for no ads if you can't pay for the full Netflix thing. So
that's kind of BS. And if you guys want to listen to us rant about this particular topic more, we do have a Black Mirror episode where we talk about this very topic. I think it was like the first episode of
subscription.
Yeah, the subscription episode, the first episode of the newest Black Mirror season. So we'll link that in the description so you can watch that, because that was a fun conversation that we had. That
was an icky conversation.
It was icky, but it was like fun in the sense that you're like, oh, we're screwed.
Subscription models are, I don't know, ick.
Yeah. Just icky wicky. Yeah.
I mean, I think we can talk about that later. The whole subscription thing. There's so much to unpack because there's a couple things that have come up from like Logitech or like Volkswagen nowadays where they're saying, maybe we'll put your mouse behind a subscription.
Yeah. So true.
Why?
Why? Okay, well, I'm curious. Like if you had to relive watching something for the very first time again, what would it be? It could be a movie or a TV show or an advertisement.
I don't want to relive through an advertisement.
Or a performance. It could be anything. If you could relive it again for the first time.
I don't really know, actually. I have no. Okay, what about you? Give me some time to think.
Okay, there's a few things, but first on the top of my list would be that fight scene at the end of Avengers Endgame when like all of them came back to fight Thanos. Yeah. Oh, it was so cool! I would watch that again and again and again, but to watch it for the first time again in the movie theater, that would be great.
Yeah. Okay, so something that I would like to relive through is probably the Two Towers, the second Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
So at the very end of it, there's this big battle scene at like a castle called Helm's Deep. And the entire second movie just like builds up to it, and it's like so intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like exciting, and like it probably made...
Yeah.
Well, it's an emotional reaction that you get from watching something that cool.
And I think because the movie builds up to such a climax, and that one like really built up to that climax really well. Obviously when you rewatch something and you know what's gonna happen, it just never lives up to that same like feeling you had.
Yeah.
I think the generation before us, the one they always talk about is Luke, I am your father, right? Like the Star
Luke,
Wars
I'm your
thing,
father. Yeah.
right? And so every generation has like their own like piece of nostalgia that they want to go back to and like relive again. I'm curious what like the Gen Z and the Gen Alpha are gonna
live
through, right? Cause
I mean, they probably don't think about it yet. And you guys, if there's any Gen Z that happens to be listening to this, like we would love to know too, because I actually don't know. I feel like you need to, I don't know, go through a couple different pop culture phases in life until you
realize that like
you realize you enjoy something
and you're probably gonna be dead, right? So
what if I could guess, it would probably be Billie Eilish, because she started off like playing in like the P&E smaller venues, right? And she had a huge fan base in the Gen Z crowd, and I only know this because Andrew, my younger brother, is Gen Z, and he was obsessed, like him and his friends were obsessed with her. She was a smaller artist, and then she blew up. Right now she plays Rogers. No, not explode.
Oh. Just the way you said it.
That she blew up. Oh my god, don't get me canceled. But that maybe.
Yeah. I mean, who knows, man? Like there's a lot of talented artists and a lot of like cool movies that's still coming out now.
Yeah.
And I think we just need to not ruin it for the next generation.
Yeah. It's kind of cool to see it through the next gen's eyes, though, to be like, to see what they enjoy. Because I'm sure that our parents thought that when we were like, oh my god, High School Musical. Yeah. Like, what is this stupid shit?
Yeah. I mean, like, definitely there's some aspects where what our parents are interested in or like we never necessarily hooked onto. And that's obviously just a timeline difference thing too, right? Mm-hmm. Who knows, man? Like in a year or two, maybe 5, this whole AI craze will eventually, moon us over to this crazy era where like content is every other second. We're already
we're kind of there.
And so I'm scared for that because I feel like creativity will die and the movie industry will die.
I'm just riding the wave right now until that point. Well, I'll leave you all with this that I just thought of. My dad, I remember when I was growing up, he would always say the same thing. He'll probably say the same thing if you asked him again today. But like, what is something that you wish you did that you didn't when you were younger? And he was like, he wished he went to the Michael Jackson concert when they were performing in Malaysia, and they didn't because of me. And I was like, well, don't blame me.
You ruined it.
I ruined it for them. Yeah.
My God. Why would you do that?
I don't know. They could have gone and watched Michael Jackson. I know.
Yeah, they could have just left you at the babysitter.
I know, exactly. And they did. Nanny. They did leave me with a babysitter.
Yeah, you had a nanny.
Like, why? Anyway, leave you with that note.
Anyway, Michael Jackson, that is obviously an amazing experience that you took away from your parents.
I know. Little baby Sam was just messing things up, you know?
It's like you had a nanny too, so they could have just left. Actually, I know. That's on them. They had the option
my fault,
yeah,
right?
What the heck? You're like a little child.
If we had a concert to go to, I'd be like, hey, bye, child.
Yeah.
I'm not missing this.
Yeah. Be like, hey, you have like 3 babysitters coming because, Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's wrap up.
Okay.
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
He always does this. We always need like a proper outro, but he always does this. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok and Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify has ads now, so...
I know, but I'm really cheap in like a really weird way. Like I wouldn't pay for Spotify even though it's like $1 to get a subscription or something, right?
It's what? It's
what?
Like... Okay, it's not cheap. It's like 15 bucks, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not paying $12. It's fine. I'll just skip the ads. Doesn't matter.
That's fair, yeah. I mean, I could just get a 2-person account and it'd be like $2 more.
It's fine. Yeah. I'll just stay with
I'm
my
just saying,
Spotify.
Every time you listen to an ad, you're giving... corporate overlords more money. And fuck it. Either way, you're giving somebody money. So
yeah. But anyway, we would love if you guys tuned in. Leave us a comment. Leave us a star. We're just really honestly having a lot of fun with this
5
podcast.
stars.
So.
I don't want 1
Yeah, at least
star.
5 stars. At least 5 stars. Thanks, guys.
If you leave me 1, it's fine too, I guess. Then we just suck. Then we'll just move on with a different career.
We're trying. Maybe we'll just do this for ourselves. Who knows? All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.